Hello, and welcome back to Nostalgia Bruh. And today, I'm gonna be playing Danganronpa. Let's go.
During my
Already?
long and intimate equation with Mr. Sherlock Holmes,
Okay.
His relations
Calm the
hardly
down.
to his own early life. This reticence
Already?
on his part had increased the
See, I played Danganronpa before, so...
used upon me until sometimes
you know,
regarding him
just Danganronpa, it's a good execution. The first one.
deficient in
You'll learn the plot significance later, you know?
he was
All that good kind of stuff.
to women.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorites out of the entire series.
Emotional character.
I mean, yeah, simplistic, but that's kind of what I like. I also like the moon and the little Saturn and how they like stare at it before it goes plunging like a million feet into the ground. Also looks kind of like an Iron
We
Maiden.
began to talk to,
Iron Maiden space rocket ship. I don't know if there's any significance to the plot.
and the conversation which had roamed
No, besides like, you know, besides the obvious associations to the plot. I mean, like, does the Iron Maiden have anything to do with Danganronpa? I don't know. I looked into the history a bit, and I have found zero connections, to be completely honest with you. Yes, I have played Danganronpa before,
far any
but I'm doing it again because I feel like it.
was due.
Alright, here we go. Ready for the Makoto Naegi voice?
In your case,
The massive high school towers over all of the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world.
facility for deduction are due to your own
Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak Academy a very fitting name.
the French artist.
There are two things you need to attend the school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students
I put the question with a hint that it was my
was me.
which made him acknowledge his brother
Before we go any
as his
farther,
superior.
I guess I should introduce myself.
I put the question
My
with a
name's
hint
Makoto
that it was
Naegi.
my companion's modesty which had made him acknowledge his brother.
As you can see, I'm nothing but a hopelessly average high school student.
My dear Watson,
Average on the outside, average on the inside.
you rank
I don't really have anything going for me when it comes to my grades,
all
my special abilities, or personality.
they are.
I mean, yeah, I have hobbies and stuff I like to do, but it's not like I'm psychic or mutant or whatever.
When I say
Like, if you asked me what my favorite song or my favorite TV show was,
than I, you
it'd all just be whatever's most popular at the particular moment.
the exact and
Even among the average, I'm completely
your
average.
junior
I can't even say, you can't even say I'm your everyday hero type.
that he is
That's just who I am. Makoto Naegi.
very well known in his own circle.
Anyway, I figure it's always good to introduce yourself right off the bat. But if you know, if I have any kind of strong point, so to speak,
Must have proclaimed as much.
I'd say I'm a little more gung-ho than other people.
The Diogenes Club.
I mean, look at me, I'm completely ordinary, but still,
And my
here I am, standing in front of you, anything but ordinary Hope's Peak Academy. I still can't believe that I'm standing here. I wonder if someone like me can survive in a place like this.
stroll is beautiful.
It's got this overwhelming presence, like it's trying to swallow me whole. But it's no wonder I would feel that way. What you have to understand is, well, let me just tell you about the preparation I did last night to get ready for the
You
day.
wonder, said my companion, why it is that Mycroft does not use
Hope's Peak only invites those students who are truly elite in their field.
But I thought that you
It's
said
such a popular topic, there are threads online dedicated to talking about the school's attendees. So, to prepare, I looked up on some of those threads. And all I saw was talk about ultimate students who are way beyond your average high schooler.
of it. But he has no ambition and
For example, one incoming student is the ultimate pop sensation. I guess she's a high school girl who's also led a singer for a pop group famous all over the country.
right. Again and again, I have taken a
There's also the ultimate baseball star. He was the cleanup hitter for the National High School Pro Champs. Pro teams already have their eyes on him.
is absolutely incapable of working out the practical points, which must be gone into.
Damn, that's a long transition. Then there's the ultimate fashionista.
It is not his profession, then? By no means. What is to me a means of livelihood is to him the merest hobby of a dilettante. He has an extraordinary.
She's been on the cover of tons of fashion magazines. She's what every high school girl wants to be.
And he walks around the corner into white.
Oh, and they mentioned the ultimate biker gang leader, too. The scary thing, he's the de facto leader of every biker gang in Japan. Gangs everywhere love this guy.
Nowhere else, except only in the Diogenes.
On top of that, there's the ultimate martial artist, the ultimate fanfic creator, the ultimate gambler, the ultimate swimming pro, the ultimate programmer, the ultimate clairvoyant, and then some
From shyness and
reading that only made me realize how totally powerless I was. It was the country's finest, top to bottom.
periodicals. It is
I felt like a little tame hello house cat who'd wandered into the pride of lions. But still, there was something I couldn't stop thinking about. You see, there's a few students who I couldn't find any info on, no matter how much I looked. With all those ultimate students, I'm the only one without any kind of worthwhile talent.
and 3 offenses
But then,
if brought to
what about those other students who didn't seem to pop up anywhere? Could they be just average students like little old me without any talent or anything?
save in the strange
That thought was kind of encouraging.
under any circumstance.
I mean, I know I don't have much in the way of personality,
Notice
but beyond that, there's an even bigger issue.
liable.
How did such an unbelievably average
My
student
brother
like
was
me
one of the founders.
get picked to come to this ultimate high school?
Founded a very
I mean, I guess there is a reason.
as we talk, and we're walking
You just have to take one glance at the acceptance letter they sent to see why.
some little distance from the Carlton and cautioning me not to speak.
We recently held a lottery to select one ordinary student to attend our
A
school.
glimpse of a
As a result, you have been selected, and we invite you to join us as the ultimate lucky student.
reading papers
They spelled it out plain as day. I got invited by pure luck.
into a small.
Honestly, I probably would have been better off just declining their offer. But after hearing how graduating was a guarantee for success later in life, I just couldn't say no.
Brother Mycroft poem.
But then, actually standing there in front of the school, I started to feel lost, like I didn't belong there. I could feel myself losing all my nerves. But still, I can't stand in front of the school gate forever,
His brother.
frozen in a place, murmuring to myself. I looked down at the acceptance letter punched in my hand. It said there'd be a meeting for all incoming students in the main hall at 8 a.m. The meeting still isn't for a little while, but I should probably just head in.
I am glad to
Yeah, let's do this.
putting out a broad flat.
I gathered up all my determination and tried to act like I'd done this a million times before.
Since you became his chronic
And I took my first step into toward the main hall.
round last week to consult me over that Manor House case. I thought you might be a little out of your depth.
This is where we're supposed to meet, right? I guess I'm the first one here.
Adams, of course.
There's a really elegant clock over in the corner. It says it's 7:10 a.m.
The two sat down
The meeting doesn't start till 8 o'clock. So, there's still a full 50 minutes left.
to study.
Makes sense, nobody else will be here yet.
But, said Mycroft,
I was so wound up, I got here way too early.
magnificent type,
I have plenty of time before the meeting.
for example.
Just standing around waiting isn't exactly.
And the other?
I should take a look around the school. Maybe that'll help me calm down a little.
The two
I am a student here now,
Some
so
chalk-
there shouldn't be any problem with having me look around, right?
billiards, which
It'll help me kill some time, if nothing else.
the other was a
Try to play it cool. I took my first step into Hope's Peak Academy.
packages under his arm.
It was also my first step towards starting a new life at this school. At a new school. At least that's what I was hoping for.
Children, my dear boy, children. Come, said I, laughing. This is a little too much.
What the?
Really, answered Holmes. It is not
But the instant I took that step forward,
with that bearing,
my view became warped, twisted.
sun-baked skin,
It was like some kind of delusion melting away and mixing together into something else.
not long from any
Spinning, mixing, melting away, then spinning again. And the next moment,
by his still,
everything went black.
as they are called.
That was how it all began.
He has not.
How life, as I knew it,
He wore
came to an end.
one side, as is
At that point, I should have realized
His weight
The reason
against
I was
his being
brought
sapling.
to Hope's
He is
Peak
in the
Academy
artillery, and of
wasn't
course,
because
his
I
complete
had
mourning
ultimate good
shows
luck.
that he is a lost someone
It
very
was
dear.
so I could
The fact that
experience
he is doing
ultimate
his own
despair.
looks as though it were his wife. He has been buying things for children, you perceive. There is a rattle, which shows that one of them is very young. The wife probably died in childbed. The fact that he has a picture book under his arm shows that there is another child to be
You know, I think I'm actually
I
gonna start
began
taking
to
this
understand
serious.
what my friend meant when he said that his brother
Yeah,
possessed
that
even
Makoto.
cleaner facilities than he did himself.
I'm Makoto Naegi.
He glanced
This is
across
the best
and
voice I could
smiled.
do.
Puff took a
It-
snuff from a tortoiseshell box.
I'm rolling with it.
brushed away the wandering
and
Mm.
then spread some handkerchief.
Man, these
By the
edibles
way,
are
said he, I have had something quite after your own heart.
Sorry.
a most singular problem
What?
committed to my judgment.
Where am I?
I really had not the
I woke up with my head resting on
Save
top
in
of a
very
hard wooden
intricate
desk.
fashion, but it
My
gave
body
him a
feels
basic-
heavy.
some very pleasing.
It's pretty normal for me to zonk off in the middle of
you
some
would
boring
care
class
to
or
get
The
whatever.
facts.
What was I
Would you
doing
like
asleep
off?
here just now?
I should be delighted.
This isn't a
The
classroom
bell
I've
is
ever
ringing
been in
On
before.
a leaf of his pocket,
What the heck is going
Ring the
on?
bell.
he handed it to the waiter. I have asked Mr. Mellis to step across, said he. He lodges on the floor above me, and I have some slight acquaintance with him, which led him to come to me in his perplexity. Mr. Mellis is a Greek by extraction, I understand, and he is a remarkable linguist
Is that
He earns
a
his living by
surveillance
observing
camera?
her
in the law.
It's dangerous in the world we live in.
acting as
I
a
guess I just
guide
have to keep these
to
weirdos
himself
from
before
wandering
entering
in.
the
Bro,
visit of
fuck,
North
let me leave.
I think
Alright. Gotta check out the note.
A very remarkable experience in his own fashion.
Hey, what's this on the desk?
Short, stout man,
Orientation guide?
coal black,
Some kind of cheap looking pamphlet and there's something handwritten on it.
though his speech
The next semester is about to start! Starting today, this school will be your entire world!
dark eyes
What the hell? Is this someone's idea of a joke?
that the specialist was anxious.
Okay.
I do not believe
Let's see.
that the police credit me.
So what might have
Honorable
happened
nuance,
is...
said he, in a
Got myself so
wailing
wind
voice.
up I passed out in the main hall.
Just because
And someone
they
carried
have-
me here.
They have
That's
never
true.
heard it
It
before.
must
They think
This is
that
a classroom
such
inside
thing
Hope
cannot
Big.
be, but
Oh,
I- that
but then if
I
that's
shall
true,
never be easy in mind,
that is
for
raising
I
more
know
questions.
what has
This is
become
all really strange.
of my poor man.
I mean, metal plates cover the
sticking
windows.
plaster upon
It's like a
face.
prison or something. What the fuck?
I am all attention.
None of this makes any
said
sense.
Sherlock Holmes.
I should probably head back.
Is Wednesday
It's already
evening.
past meeting time. There might
Well
be some other
then, it
students.
was on-
Monday night.
You
only
can
two
leave
days.
the classroom by pressing the beep.
I am an
No
instructor,
shit,
as
Sherlock.
perhaps
Leave the
my
area?
neighbor there has told me.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
languages.
Jeez, this hallway's kind of weird
And
too.
with aggression
It's
and
getting stranger by the second.
that
Honestly, I have no idea what's going on.
principally associated.
Well,
For
for
many
now,
years,
I'll
it
just head to the
became
main
a
hall.
Greek interpreter and
My name is
Use the
very
left
well
stick
known
to
in
move
the
through the hallway.
It happens,
members by foreigners who get into difficulties or by travelers who arrive late and therefore wish for my services.
I was not surprised.
Oh, right, I
therefore,
can
on
run.
Monday night, when a Mr.
Yo.
Latimer, a very
Fashionably dressed young man came up to my rooms and asked me to accompany him in a cab which was waiting at the door. A Greek friend had come to see him
upon
By the
business.
time I got back
And
to the
as he
main
could
hall,
speak
nothing but his own tongue.
everyone
services of
else
an
was
interpreter was
already
instructed.
there.
He gave me
Whoa, hey!
Understand that
Another
his
new
house
kid?
was some little distance off in Kensington.
Huh?
and he
Then you
seemed to
guys
be in a
are
great
all-
hurry, bustling
Yeah,
me rapidly
We're all new
into
here.
the cab.
Today's
when
supposed to
we
be
had
our first
descended
day of
into the
class.
street. I say into
So,
the cab,
counting
but I
him,
soon become
that
doubtful
makes
as to
15.
whether
It was not a carriage in which I had found myself. It was certainly
this
Standing
place
before
alone
me were the
and the feeling
ultimate
of
of
praise
students
were
that
of
had been
rich quality.
handpicked by the school.
Latimer seated
I
himself
looked around the room. I looked around at everyone who's gathered,
through charing.
taking in their faces one at a time. Maybe I was just imagining, but I swear I could feel a kind of aura coming from each of them.
Some remark as to this being a roundabout way to Kensington. When my words were arrested by
How's it going? My name's Makoto Naegi.
the most formidable looking
Sorry I'm late. A bunch of stuff happened, and then all of a sudden, I was just asleep.
kit and switched it backwards and forwards
Whoa, you too?
to test its weight and strength.
Things just keep getting curiouser and curiouser.
Mm-hmm.
So strange. I declare beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is a strange situation indeed. What are you talking about? I honestly have no idea what's going on right now.
Mr. Mellis, said he.
Just a moment. There is something we must address. Makoto, your tardiness is unacceptable. Surely you are aware that the meeting was to start at 8 a.m. sharp.
It might possibly be
To be late on your first day is unspeakable. I must report you, and you must accept your due punishment.
As you can imagine, I was
What's your problem? It's not like he wanted to be late. He didn't have any control over it.
Powerful.
full, broad-shouldered young fella.
Everyone could just calm down. Why don't we all go around and introduce ourselves?
Huh?
The hell? Now's no time for friggin' introductions. Maybe, but it may be good to at least find out who we all are before digging into the bigger problem here. I mean, how are we supposed to even talk to each other if we do not know each other's names? Speaking facts, right there's a list.
For Mr. Mellis,
Yeah.
that if at any time
That's a good point.
Um,
Okay, so let's get introductions out of the way. Then we can move on to whatever else. Sounds good?
I beg you to remember
Totally.
that no one knows where you are.
I'm totally lost, but I think that it's best to focus now on getting to know each other. So I guess this is a good chance, as I'm gonna get. I already looked everyone up on that Hope's Peak Academy thread online, but I still don't know what kind of people they actually are. Time to find out.
months, wondering what on earth could be his reason for kidnapping me in this extraordinary fashion. Whatever it might be, it will
I'll start by taking those 5 over there.
possible use in my resistance, and that I
Kyoto
could only wait to see
Yoshimaru.
what
I
night
believe
would
in
fall.
bold simplicity.
For
Let's
nearly
work
2
together
hours
on
we
our
drove without
educational
having the
crusade.
least clue as to where we were going. Sometimes the rattle of stones told of a paved causeway, and at others our smooth, silent course.
So that's Kiyotaka. According to what I saw about him on the thread, he went to a famous private school and won top honors every year. He's basically a flawless honor student. He's also known for the work he's done with the community's public morals committee. They say he respects rules above all else, earning him the title of Ultimate Moral Compass. Anyway, you can call me Taka. You said your name was Makoto Naegi, right? That's a good name, a strong name. You should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent name.
You hear me?
And keep that name from losing its value, you must devote yourself to it every single day.
Got it.
Life is worth putting every ounce of effort into it, right? Right?
And I found myself
This guy is kind of annoying.
Lawn and trees on each side of me. Whether these were private ground or bona fide country was more than I could possibly venture to say.
Toko Fukawa.
There was a colored gas lamp inside, which was turned so low that I could see little save that the hall was
Yeah, she wrote a novel when she was 10 that got everyone talking and launched her literary career.
out that the person who had opened the door
Then 2 years ago, she released Solinga's The Ocean, a love story said to be a masterpiece. The book was such a hit with the woman that the fishermen quickly shot up to the top of the every hottest man poll. Despite her age, she's won countless literary prizes and all her books are instant sellers, which is why she's come to be known as the ultimate writing prodigy. What else would you call such a young and talented author? I should stop. But I figured she'd be a lovey-dovey type, what with her masterpiece piano romance and all.
but somehow
What's
he
your
impressed me
problem?
with fear.
What? It's not polite to stare, you know. Stop staring at me like I'm such a filthy creature. Filthy creature? No, I just thought. I know what you just thought. You thought that you've never seen such an ugly woman. You just thought it was so funny. No, that wasn't what I was thinking at all. Don't bother trying to lie to me. I know it's true. Otherwise, I know you can't stop looking at me.
Anyway,
Whatever, I don't really care. I'm used to it.
to be very rich people.
Wow, talk about an inferiority complex. I was way off about what a successful author would look
The
like.
chamber was certainly large, and the way in which my feet sank
Hi,
into the carpet
I'm
as I stepped across it
Sayaka
told
Mizuno.
me of
I
its
look
richness.
forward to getting to know
I
you.
caught the glimpse of velvet chairs, a high white marble mantelpiece, and what seemed to be a suit of Japanese armor at one side of it.
The way she moves around is positively mesmerizing, and that pleasant set I can't quite place. Sayaka Mizuno. When I saw her name on that thread online, frankly, I was pretty surprised. She's in a pop group famous across all the country. In fact, she's their lead singer. As the ultimate pop sensation, she's in high demand to appear on TV and in magazines everywhere.
Deadly pale, interrogating
But actually, that's not the only reason I was surprised to find out she'd be going to this school. I'm sure she doesn't remember, but...
What shocked me more than the signs
Well,
of
never mind. No matter how you slice it, she's really beautiful. Almost like a doll or something.
with sticking
I'm not a doll, you know? I'm alive!
one large pat of it was fascinating.
Huh? Did you hear me? I'm psychic.
Have you the slate, Harold?
I just have really good intuition. She's a sharp one.
Hey,
Huh? Hey, by any chance?
Sat down in the chair.
Now what?
Are his hands loose?
Yeah,
Now
it
then,
must be.
give
I'm
him
sure of
the
it.
No. You are.
Hey, Makoto.
You are
Did...
Just hold on.
Jeez, you guys, how long do you plan to waste our valuable time with this ridiculous back and forth?
all whether he is the
Sorry, just got carried away, I guess.
You hear me?
Self-introductions are for introducing yourself, not bumbling through a bunch of idle chit-chat.
Never. He wrote down in
You're
paper
right.
form,
Sorry, Makoto. We can talk about this later.
I asked.
Sounded like Sayaka had something she really wanted to say, but it's not like we'll ever see each other again. Like she said,
Only if I see
can't
her
talk
get married in
My presence by a Greek priest whom I know.
Yo, the name's Leon Kuwata. What's up?
The man giggled in his venomous way.
I recognize that name.
awaits you.
He played for the National High School Champs as their cleanup hitter, the ultimate baseball star. And that superb athletic specimen is... You? Seriously?
Again and again.
Huh? Huh? What's wrong?
Give in and sign the document.
Nothing, I'm just surprised. I figured with you being the ultimate baseball star and all.
Break.
What, were you expecting some kind of kid with a shaved head? Shaved head?
To each question. Innocent.
No, I was just expecting more of a, you know, sporty looking, traditional baseball player type. I mean, when I found that article and picture of you online, that's how you looked then. What? Oh man! You found that picture of me playing baseball? Seriously, I hate that picture.
Are you?
This is not cool. This is so not cool. Seriously, I'm like mega embarrassed right now.
On your own head.
I didn't have a choice, okay? Shaving your head like that is part of national championship regulations. But now I refuse to cut my hair, and I'm not gonna dye it back to normal.
Shall
either.
not go to the
Hey, listen.
villains.
Actually, can I be totally honest with you?
You know,
You shall go
I
free
don't
to
like
shine.
baseball. Like, at all.
House is this.
I've never even gone to a single practice.
I will never sign.
He's never practiced, and he's still his team's star player? He's some kind of prodigy.
You are not.
And as
free
soon as I got accepted here, I quit baseball for good. I have my own dream for the future. A dream for the future?
You shall see
My
what
only
you
path
shall.
in life is getting into music.
There
You
are
can feel that
signs,
star quality aura I have, right?
then I shall
what I
never
mean.
I'm gonna be a singer. So all I need is a songwriter and someone on guitar, and we're set.
how cool is that?
This new version of me that's chasing after my dream is like super cool to the max.
But at that instant, the door opened and a woman stepped into the room.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I never imagined I'd hear something like that from a baseball all-star.
And graceful, with black hair, he clad in some sort of loose white gown. Harold,
Call me by my
said she, speaking English with a
Alpha and
broken
the
accent.
Omega.
I could not
Stay away any longer. It is so lonely up there with only. Oh my God! It is Paul. These last words were in Greek, and at
By the way, how much do you know about the world of 2D art? World of 2D?
Sophie.
Well, in that world, I am well known and supremely regarded as the ultimate fanfic creator. I once sold 10,000 copies of my fan comics at a school festival. The event has passed into legend.
I was left alone.
Some of them didn't get it, of course, saying I tainted the event. How stupid can you be?
get a clue to what this
Too bad about them, but selling 10,000 copies like that is definitely pretty remarkable.
However,
The older man was standing in the doorway.
The words of such idiots, nothing to me. I am like Van Gogh, utterly unappreciated in my time.
We have taken
I am a soldier, serving night and day to destroy all mindless preconceptions about fanfiction.
who speaks Greek, and who began these negotiations as
This man for real.
it was
I'm sure if you were to observe my work, Mr. Nagi, you would comprehend its greatness immediately. For my work is filled with the deepest meaning.
sufficient fee.
What kind of meaning?
yes indeed.
It's about embracing our basest urges. I don't think I want to comprehend it.
So about this. one human soul.
I'm Aoi Asahina.
Mind well.
My friends just call
May
me Hina.
God have mercy upon your soul. I cannot tell you the loathing and horror with which this insignificant-looking
Aoi Asahina. She's been breaking records in every competition she's been in since elementary school. She's even been chosen as an upcoming Olympic cadet. She is without a doubt the ultimate swimming pro. The combination of her ability, appearance, and proportions has been widely discussed online. So, what was your name again? Sorry, totally forgot. Makoto Naegi. Oh yeah, I knew something like that.
this malady, the terror of his
No, not something like that. It is that.
You got it.
Sure, got it. I'll hammer it into my brain right now.
Yeah.
Makoto Naegi.
Speak of this.
She's kept repeating my name and moving her finger across her palm like she was writing something. What are you doing?
Huh?
You don't know? If you want to remember someone's name, you gotta write it on your hand 3 times. I've never heard that in my life. Hey, by the way, how do you spell your last name? Spelled exactly like it sounds.
not a word. In silence, we again drove.
Well, I have no idea. I'll just figure it out later and write it all down.
Okay.
Anyway, glad to meet ya.
We will get down here,
Sure, same here.
said Micah.
One thing I learned is she's totally easygoing and bursting with energy.
But there is no alternative. Any attempt upon your part to follow the carriage can only end in injury to yourself. He opened the door as he spoke, and I had hardly time to spring out when the coachman lashed the horse and the carriage rattled away.
Sorry, I get kind of embarrassed whenever I introduce myself like this. Anyway, I hope we can get along. Same here. Nice to meet you. Huh? Maybe it's just my imagination, but have we met before? No, I don't think so. We just met for the first time, which is why I said, nice to meet you.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, good point. Sorry.
Where on earth I
You have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the darkness. I see
Chihiro Fujisaki is known for all the cutting-edge programs she's created. She's the ultimate programmer. She's also got that timid little bunny
Wandsworth
type
Common.
which has endeared her a legion of fans. Hey, so listen,
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry. Huh?
Huh?
What are you apologizing for now? Well,
That-
just because you
that
seem
was the
upset,
end of my
you must be mad at me
adventure.
right now.
I do not know where
No, not at all. I was just lost in thought about something. Huh? Lost in thought?
you.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with me being upset or anything.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good. I was afraid maybe you didn't like me. I'm glad. I'm starting to understand why her fans are so into her.
After listening to this extraordinary narrative, and Sherlock looked across his brother. Any steps? He asked. Mycroft picked up the Daily
can I
News,
ask
which
your
was
name?
lying on a
My
side
name
table.
is Kyoko
Anybody
Kiryu.
supplying information as to the whereabouts of a Greek gentleman named Paul Craigies from Athens who is unable to speak English will be rewarded. A similar
She's
reward
pretty tight-lipped, huh?
Oh,
Oh, but you know, her name didn't show up anywhere in that Hope Speak Academy thread. And I did see that there were students like me, ones who didn't have any real identity of presence. Could this girl be one of them?
A wire to the head of the Athens police department.
So what are you doing at the school?
What?
What's that supposed to mean? No, I just meant getting invited here means you're some kind of ultimate something, right?
Certainly.
So what ultimate something are you?
Rises here, sir. I'll
That
let you
doesn't
know.
matter.
And
Why
if
should
you
I
want,
tell you?
I'll
Huh?
say. In the meantime,
Well, I guess you don't have to tell me.
certainly beyond my
No,
power
I don't
by you.
have to
So,
tell
of
you.
course,
So I'm not going to.
you must know.
Nothing about her turned up online, so I was thinking maybe she got picked by chance like me, but
we walk home together.
her face is like an iron mask. It's like she doesn't want to tell me anything. No point in asking.
Hi.
Our
I'm
evening
Shuko Enishima.
has been by no means
Charmed,
wasted.
sure.
Some of my most interesting cases have come to me in this way through Mycroft. The problem, which we have just listened to, although
Anybody would recognize this one.
One explanation.
She's got more charm and presence than any high school girl in the country.
Well,
She's
well,
the ultimate
you-
fashionista.
it will be
I've
very
seen her on tons of
similar indeed.
magazine covers, but
rest. You must.
I feel like that
Yourself
doesn't
have
quite
formed
match
some
up to
theory
reality.
of the facts to which you exist.
Huh?
Vague
Oh, you're
knowledge
talking to my
is your
about my
idea.
cover photos and junk?
It seems to me to be obvious that this
Well,
Greek
of course. Those are totally
theory was carried off by a
photoshopped.
young Englishman named
Photoshopped?
Harold Latimer.
Yeah, you know, headed to hell and back, like computers and junk.
Sherlock Holmes shook his head.
So,
This young man could
oh,
not
so
have
they aren't
known.
real?
The lady
What can
could
we
talk
do?
English
Come
very
on,
well.
don't act so surprised. You're gonna be all depressed.
Totally.
It's totally normal these days to Photoshop the crap out of cover photos.
We will presume
If you're
that
surprised
you
by that, then you'd be totally blown away by a certain dangerous little diva of ours. You make the eyes and junk super big and tweak the skin so it looks all ceramic and porcelain. Oh, so many dreams are getting crushed today.
He imprudently puts himself into the power of the young man and his older associate. He sees him and uses violence
My boy! We finally got to my boy! Mondo! I love Mondo.
to them. This he refuses to do. In order to negotiate with him, they have to get an interpreter, and they pitch this upon
Mondo Wada, huh? Which means he's the current leader of the largest biker gang in Japan. He's earned respect, even awe, from every gang in the country. He's the ultimate biker gang leader.
that you are not far from the truth. You see, we hold.
Nice to meet you too.
Yo.
Hell yeah!
So he didn't have to
I better be more careful around him. One wrong word, and I could wake up at the bottom of the sea.
But how can we find where this
Those four over there are the only ones left.
if our conjecture is correct? And the girl's name is, or was, Sophie Cratites. We should have no difficulty in tracing her. That must be a main.
Oh jeez, I almost asked her if she was a guy.
It was clear that something
The day I say something like that out loud is the day I get turned into a human meatball. But now I remember, she competed in a martial arts tournament in America and won, despite being a girl. She's the ultimate martial artist. She's fought in over 400 matches and never lost a single one.
It is probable that we shall have.
That thread online also said a bit more about her. Some call her Ogre. Some even think she's the closest known relative to the primates, the famed missing link.
He opened the door of our room. He gave a start of.
Any incoming Hope Peak students who are reading this, let me warn you right now.
The armchair,
If you value your life, avoid her at all costs.
said he blandly, smiling
Standing in front of her now. I don't think they were exaggerating about that.
from me. Do you, Sherlock?
Hey, you! Huh, yes?
How did you get here?
I snapped to attention without even realizing it. Then she started poking prod at my body.
In some new development?
What are you?
So to my advertisement.
Muscular quality and quantity is right around that of an extremely ordinary high school student.
To what effect?
What a shame. You are not fit at all to act as my trading partner.
A few minutes of you leaving.
Name's Byakuya.
And to what effect? Mycroft took out the sheet of paper. Here it is, said he. Written with a J pen.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Each man with a weak constitution.
That's the most half-assed introduction I've ever heard.
In answer to your
But there isn't really anything I can do about it. Even among Ultimate students, this one is special.
young lady.
Byakuya Togami. He's the heir apparent of his family's massive financial conglomerate.
I
He's already started managing business operations, and his own personal assets are, well, vast.
at the
His title of Ultimate Affluent Progeny is completely accurate. It's the definition of exception.
from Lower Brixton.
It's everything I've heard about him from the Hope Peak Academy online.
Come on.
We're done with introductions, right?
Particulars?
How much longer are you going to stand there?
The brother's life
Go away! I'm sick of looking at you.
story.
Izora says to me, you and I will never stand on the same level. Like a king in training.
Out to Beckenham. We know that a man is being done to death. Every hour may be vital. Better pick up Mr. Mellis on our way. I suggested we may need an interpreter. Excellent, said Sherlock Holmes.
Yasuhiro Hagakure, also known as Supernova in the psychic community, a trend-setting ultimate clairvoyant.
Flipped his revolver.
Honestly, I don't really get all that fortune-telling stuff. It's pretty much beyond me.
I should
Still, I can't help wondering if there's any truth in it.
think that particularly
Okay, I give up. Huh? What happened?
Serious.
I saw it. I looked right at it. Seriously, I totally saw it.
Mr. Mellis, a
Saw
gentleman,
what?
just called for him.
A guardian angel with a crazy perm chasing after Bigfoot running off with a skyfish in its mouth.
Answered the
And
woman.
that guardian angel is your guardian angel. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Did the gentleman give an
But hey, we should grab some brewskis sometime and get real deep into Lemuria and its civilization.
Oh no, sir, he was a little
What? We're not allowed to drink. We're in high school.
in the face, but very
Oh, I'm actually 21. I've been held back a few times since
talking. Come on.
And, well, it's a long story.
This grows serious, he observed.
A few times? Yeah, I bet that is a long story.
Once
I
again,
do not think we have
he's a man of no physical courage,
I am Celestia
as they are well aware of from their experience the other night. This villain was able to terrorize him the instant that he got into his presence.
Celestia Luden. Huh?
Professional services, but having
Ludenberg, it is my name. But if you don't mind, I would prefer for you to call me Celeste.
our hope was that by taking a train,
You are Japanese, right?
Huh?
Of course. Why'd you ask?
it was more than an hour
If you don't mind, could you tell me your real name? I don't know what you're talking about. Celestia Ludenberg is my real name. But as I mentioned, I would much rather you call me Celeste.
before the four of us.
She's polite, but pretty forceful at the same time. I don't think she wants me to say any more about it. I guess the rumors in that thread were right about her.
Large, dark house, standing back from the road in its own grounds.
The self-styled Celestia Ludenberg. She's the best. She's the ultimate gambler who's never lost a bet.
The house seemed
Other than her obvious love of gothic Lolita clothes, everything about her is wrapped in a veil of lies.
last hour.
They say she entered and won an underground gambling tournament, earning her the title, quote, Queen of Liars.
The same wheel tracks going the other way.
She totally cleaned out the other players, taking their life savings and laughing as she did it.
So much that we can say for certainty that
I look forward to getting to know you better. That smile's beyond deceptive. I better watch myself around her.
it will not be an easy door to force, but
And with that, all the introductions are done. Even though they're all ultimate, they each have their own individual sort of something. Okay, time to get down to business.
I have a window open.
This is no time to be standing around making friends like a bunch of dull-eyed baboons. I think someone said something about a bigger problem or something. What was that about? Well, you see, Makoto, you said a bunch of stuff happened and then you were just asleep, right?
We may enter without
Well,
waiting.
the same is true for all of us. What? Seriously? Just after each of us got into the main hall, we lost consciousness. And when we came to, we were somewhere here in the school. That's what happened to you, right?
By its light, we could see that
But that's just weird,
the curtain.
that every one of us would get knocked out like that.
Piece of shit!
Exactly, that's why we're all freaking out!
Lamp in the suit of
And
Jack.
that's not the only thing. You saw where all the windows in the classes and hallways were, right?
An empty brandy bottle and the remains of a meal.
But instead of normal glass windows, there's a bunch of big metal plates. What's that about?
We all stood still and listened.
Plus, all my stuff's missing, even my cell phone.
Holmes rushed to the door.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see my PDA anywhere either.
Hall. The dismal noise came
And then there's the main hall
from
here.
the inspector and
The
I.
front exit is completely blocked by some giant metal hatch. There wasn't anything like that when I first got here. What the heck? What's it doing here? Maybe you got caught up in some kind of, like, you know, crime or something?
Their sounds were issuing, sinking, sometimes.
What, like kidnapping? You think maybe someone grabbed us and hauled us off and we're not actually at school?
Hey, come on.
Come on, don't think like that. Cheer up.
It's out again in an instant.
I bet this is all just a part of the school's orientation procedure.
You know?
It's charcoal.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. So I'm just gonna take it easy for a little bit. Oh, so you think they want to do something to surprise us?
What the hell?
Huh? Well, if that's all it is, it's nap time for me.
In the center.
You know what I mean.
It threw
I was
a
up way too late last night, so I could use a little shut-eye.
while in the shadows.
Feel everyone's tension evaporating. But then, it began.
Wall. From the open door, there reeked a horrible poisonous exhalation, which set us gasping and coughing. Holmes rushed to the top stairs to draw in fresh air. And then, dashing,
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then.
The voice seemed totally out of place. It was so playful, so completely unconcerned. I couldn't help but feel a deep, unnerving dread at the sound of it. It was like hearing someone laugh at the scene of an accident.
To all incoming students, I would like to begin the entrance ceremony at right now. Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience. That's all. I'll be waiting.
before at the Diogenes Club. Indeed, so distorted were the figures that,
What the hell was that just now?
and one of them, the Greek interpreter,
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Hey,
Hey! Well, you're gonna just take off like that?
Hands and feet were securely strapped
Oh
together.
yeah, now I get it. This whole thing was just to get us all pumped for the entrance ceremony. Man, thank God. It was all a joke. I'd be totally freaked out if this was real.
Last stage of emaciation.
Alright, I guess I'll head out too. Wonder what they got planned for us next.
Grotesque pattern over his face.
Damn! Well, I was totally looking forward to that now. Why'd they have to go and kill the mood?
Huh?
Wait for me, I want to go with you.
Had come too late.
That is it then. I will see you all there.
Anyway,
Not that anyone cares, but I'm gonna go too.
Ammonia and brandy.
Everyone took off for the gym, but I was frozen where I stood. That uneasy feeling I'd had before. I couldn't get out of my mind. It looked like I wasn't the only one. This doesn't seem right.
this is bad.
Yeah, that announcement was totally weird.
However,
Maybe, but just staying put doesn't mean we'll be safe. Besides,
Visitor, on entering his room, said
aren't you guys just a little bit curious to find out what's going on around here?
him with the fear
I see.
of an instant.
If we do not move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead.
It was almost mesmeric, the effect.
I guess he's right.
Ruffian
But still, kinda. No. Really nervous.
speak of him,
We don't have a choice. We have to go.
blanched cheek.
They said to go to the gym, right? Well, let's head out to the gym. Yay! We're going to the gym. We're going to the gym. I don't give a shit about talking to anybody else. This game is like 35 hours long. Ain't no way I have time for that shit.
If he did not comply with their demands. Finally, finding him proof against every threat.
God, I had no idea that this Hope Street Academy place was gonna be such a pain in my balls.
His treachery, which
It really ain't that much different from the time I spent in juvie. Hell, this place is even worse. Why isn't there anyone here? Walking through the halls, I didn't see a single person.
this is bad.
Isn't that, like, seriously not good?
the explanation of which is
Or they're just trying to spook us. They'll take those metal plates down later, I'm sure of it.
communicating with the gentleman.
All we can do now is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Family, and that she had been on a
Hell, it ain't like I'm scared or nothing. Let's just get this over with.
Hey, damn it.
Hey, where's whoever called us here? Come on, don't stop. No running. I too shall go.
Hey, wait, don't leave me here alone. Yeah.
Bro, ain't nobody got time to talk to these NPCs. Ain't no way. Still filled with uneasy dread, I did what the announcement said and went to the gym. And I saw what was waiting for us there.
finding that through his ignorance of the language,
Oh, it really does look like an entrance ceremony.
Yo.
See, told ya. It's a totally normal entrance ceremony stuff. Hero was right. But in a way, it just emphasized how completely not normal all of us were.
Hey there, howdy, hello. Is everyone here? Good. Then let's get things rolling.
should ever catch a glimpse of him. Her feminine perceptions, however, had instantly seen through the disguise when, on the occasion of the interpreter's first visit, she had seen him for the first time. The poor girl, however, was herself a prisoner.
Huh? Teddy bear?
I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma! And I am this school's headmaster.
The two villains with the girl had fled away at a few hours.
It was utterly incomprehensible. Right before my eyes, it was... What I was seeing, it was utterly incomprehensible.
Told how two Englishmen who had been traveling with a woman had met with a tragic end.
Such a bright voice and carefree attitude was completely out of place.
And the Hungarian police
And all that anxiety I've been carrying with me suddenly transformed into outright fear. What? The teddy bear can talk?
I fancy.
Calm down. I'm sure there's just a speaker inside it.
Hey,
I told you already.
ow.
I told you already, I am not a teddy bear. I'm Monokuma, and I'm your headmaster. What? You moved.
Sherlock Holmes. I had never heard him refer to his relation
Seriously, man, calm down. It's probably just a remote control toy or something.
in early life.
How dare you compare me to a child's plaything? You've cut me deep, deeper than the Mariana Trench. My remote control system is so complex, even the folks at NASA can't recreate or even comprehend it. Ah, but don't make me say stuff that might destroy NASA's dream. I just couldn't bear that.
It's intelligent.
Bear that? Really? You are unfortunate.
and to form new friendships were both typical of his unemotional character, but not more so than his complete suppression of everything.
Now then, moving on. We really must hurry and get started.
As an orphan with no relatives,
Pick up already. No other stupid bear puns.
to my very great surprise.
Quiet down now. Quiet down. Okay. So,
It was after tea on
He has abandoned the gag.
Good morning.
everyone, stand at attention and bow. And good morning.
Good morning!
obliquity
What's your
of the
problem?
ecliptic.
You don't have to say it back.
Now then.
Now then, let us commence with the most noteworthy and memorable entrance ceremony.
Or any
First, let's talk about what school life here will be like.
to his ancestors.
Now, make no mistake, you few students, so full of potential, represent the hope of the world.
Me, it seemed
And to protect such splendid hope, you will all live a communal life together solely within the confines of this school.
own systematic.
Everyone will live in harmony together and adhere to the regulations of the school.
Ancestors were country.
Huh? Say what?
Now then, regarding the end date of this communal life, there isn't one.
Less. My
In other words, you'll all be here until the day you die. Such is the school life you've been assigned.
mother, who was the sister
What did you say? Till the day we die?
Yep.
No, but fear not. We have quite an abundant budget, so you won't lack for all the common conveniences.
Hold on a second.
It's the least of our worries right now. Yeah, what the hell? Saying I have to live here forever?
in a larger degree
Screw
than
this,
I
right?
did. This was news to
I
me
am
indeed.
not screwing with you. I am no liar. Of that, you can be 100% sure. And just for your information, you're completely cut off from the outside world.
That it was my
So
companion's
you don't have
modesty.
to worry about that dirty land beyond these walls ever again.
I put the question with the hint
Off.
that it was my.
So all those metal plates all over the school, they're there to keep us trapped in here.
That's exactly what they're there for. No matter how much you may yell and scream for help, help will not come.
And to underestimate
So with all that
oneself.
in mind, feel free to live out your life here with reckless abandon.
Hey, come on.
Come on, what the hell is this? I don't care if this school or whatever, or whoever else is behind it all. This is just a really bad joke. Cut this shit out. It isn't funny anymore.
7 years, my.
You keep saying this is a lie or a joke. Bunch of skeptics, all of you.
What are you gonna
But I
do?
guess you can't help it, huh? You all grew up in an age where you're taught to doubt your neighbor.
I had never heard of.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to figure out whether or not what I say is true. And when that time comes, you'll see with your own eyeballs that I speak the undeniable truth.
Always there, from quarter to.
Having to live here forever would be quite the problem.
What's this?
Come on now.
there for a stroll. This beautifully.
What's the matter with all of you? You decided of your own free will to attend Hope Speak Academy, didn't you?
5 minutes later, we were in the street, walking towards Regent Circus.
And now, before the entrance ceremony is even finished, you've already decided you want to leave. Oh, but you know, guess I did forget to mention one thing. There is one way for you to leave the school. Really? As headmaster, I've crafted a special clause for those of you who would like to leave. I call it the graduation clause.
You would not.
Now, let me tell you about this fun little rule. As I mentioned, in order to maintain an environment of harmony here, we rely on a communal lifestyle. And if someone were to disrupt that harmony, they and they alone will be allowed to leave the school. That, my students, is the graduation clause.
What?
What do you mean by disrupt the harmony?
Could be laid before.
Well, you know, if one person were to murder another.
It is not his profession.
Murder?
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting, it doesn't matter how you do it. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that.
Of the
The rest is
government.
up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible. A chill shot down my spine.
To Whitehall.
You must kill someone if you want to leave. As soon as I heard those words, my blood went cold.
No other exercise.
I bet that got your brain juices flowing. Beat the heck out of a human catching a salmon, huh?
I cannot.
Like I said before, you guys are the hope of the world, but, you know, taking that hope and seeing it gets murdered creates a darkened shadow of despair. And I just find that so darn exciting!
It is for the convenience of these.
What the hell are you talking about? To kill each other, it's... To kill each other is to kill each other. I'm sure there's a dictionary here somewhere if you need it.
The least notice of any other.
We know what it means. That's not the problem. Why do we have to kill each other? Yeah, stop blabbering on with all this nonsense. Let's just go home already. Blabbering?
No member is permitted to take the least notice of any other, save in the stranger's room. No talking, under any circumstances, permitted. And 3 offensive.
You guys just don't get it, do you? Let us go, let us go. You keep saying the same thing over and over. Listen, from this moment on, this school is your home, your life, your world. Got it? Rawr! And you can kill as much as you want to kill. So go ahead, go on a killing spree. Alright, come on. How long you can keep this up? Eh? You got us, okay? Scared the hell out of us. So you can go ahead and reveal the trick now. Reveal the trick?
I'm right.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, this is all some kind of trick and all, right? So, like...
And then,
Dude, shut the hell up and get out of my way. Shoving Hero aside, Mondo placed himself in front of Monokuma, his voice rumbling like thunder.
Fucking dead.
Listen up, asshole! This shit's gone way too far. What the hell kind of joke is this?
What's the matter?
Joke? What do you mean? Like your hair?
You son of a...
Oh! Mondo roared out, and then there was a sudden boom. It was the sound of the floorboards as he kicked off and launched himself into the air. He flew at Monokuma fast and straight as a bolt. He locked onto his target.
when he was exerting his full power. I am glad to meet you, sir, said he,
Gotcha,
putting
you
out a
little piece
broad,
of shit.
flat
I don't know if you're a
like
toy
the
or a
flipper of a
stuffed animal
seal.
or
I hear
whatever
of
the
Sherlock
hell.
everywhere,
Either
since he
way, I'm
became
gonna
his
rip you to
chronicler.
fucking
By the way,
shreds.
Sherlock, I expected to see you round last week to consult me over that Manor House case. I thought you might be a little out of your depth. No, I solved it, said my friend, smiling. Adam, I was
Hey,
sure
damn
of
it.
it from the first.
What? No smartass come back this time?
Piece of shit!
Stop that goddamn beeping and say something!
Mankind,
Watch out.
this is.
Watch out. Get rid of it.
Huh?
Huh? Hurry up and throw it!
Look at these two men.
I don't know if her ferocity stunned him into silence or what, but without a word, he did what he was told. He threw Monokuma. And as soon as he did,
Window. Some chalk marks over the waistcoat pocket were the only signs of billiards.
the hell?
What the?
That sure as shit wasn't a joke. It blew the hell up. There was painful ringing in my ears, and I could smell gunpowder. Explosions might happen all the time in movies or whatever, but when it's real life, I've never seen anything like it.
And a non.
But you know, this means that the teddy bear's been destroyed, right? I told you, I'm not a teddy bear. I'm Monokuma! Wow, there's another one?
Surely, answered Holmes.
Son of a bitch, you seriously tried to kill me just now.
Of course.
Well, yes, I was serious about trying to kill you.
Again.
You did violate one of the school regulations, after all. I'll let you off with a warning this time, but you better be careful from now on. Any naughty boy or girl violates my rule will get off with just a little swat on the butt.
This is bad.
Hey, so does this mean there's like a bunch more of you around somewhere?
Yep.
Monokumas have been placed all throughout the school. Yes. Plus, don't forget the surveillance cameras installed everywhere. And if you're caught breaking any rules, well, you all just saw what happened, right?
And I won't be so forgiving with my punishment next time. So don't let it happen again.
which shows that one of
That's not even punishment, that's just wrong.
Well,
Now then, lastly, to commemorate your joyous entry into the school, I have a little something for you. This is our official student handbook. Pretty cool, huh?
these than he did himself.
As you can see, it's fully digital, so naturally we call it the e-handbook. Yes, well, moving on. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that. Also, it's completely waterproof. Splash it, wash it, drown it, it'll keep on ticking. And thanks to its space-age design, it can withstand an impact force of up to 10 tons. Very resistant. It contains all of our school regulations, so make sure you review them thoroughly.
guys.
You'll hear me say this a lot, but any violation of the school regulations will not be tolerated. The rules restrict, yes, but they also protect. Society, for example, would be utter chaos without laws.
He earns his living part.
Same thing applies here, which is why it's crucial we have strict punishments in place for violators. Okay, well, that brings our entrance ceremony to a close. Please enjoy your abundantly dreary school life, and see ya!
Known for a remarkable experience in his own
And with that, he was gone, leaving us all in a state of shock. So guys, how would you just define what we just experienced? How? Why? Man, I don't understand any of this.
He shook his hands
We
eagerly.
have to live here forever or get killed. What? What just happened?
Calm down.
Everyone, we just need to calm down. First, let's just take a second to summarize everything we just heard. Based on what Monokuma said, we essentially have two choices. Choice number one is that we stay here living a communal life together until we die. And the other choice is, if we want to get out of here alive, we have to kill someone, right? But killing someone, that's... we were abducted out of nowhere and stuffed into this place made to look like actual school. And now we're supposed to start killing each other? This is just, what is this?
Ridiculous.
A lie! That's what it is! All these ridiculous things we've heard, this all had to be fake! Right, now, it doesn't really matter if it's real or fake. What matters is,
So, in other words,
is there anyone here who's seriously considering all this? To that, nobody had a response. Keeping quiet myself, I looked around at others. They all stared at one another, trying to gauge each other's thoughts. I could almost taste the hostility. And that's when it hit me. I realized the true terror hidden within the rules Monokuma had laid out. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Those words had planted vicious thoughts deep within each of us. Each of us became suspicious of everyone else. We were forced to wonder, is someone going to betray us? And that is how my new school life began. This school, which had come out of nowhere to raise my hopes so high, it's not a school of hope. It's a school of despair. Prologue, Welcome to Despair, the end. Surviving students, 15. To be continued. Alrighty.
We had come out upon Oxford Street, and I had ventured some remark as to this being a
Dope ass
roundabout
intro,
way
bro.
to Kensington.
Literally.
When my words were
This trailer has hella spoilers, not gonna lie. Like, post-game, you look back at this trailer and you're like, damn, this spoils like everything, doesn't it? Okay, it doesn't spoil everything, but it spoils one thing. And it spoils that one thing. It spoils that one thing a lot, not gonna lie. You know, yeah.
prevent my seeing through them. I'm so
Monokuma, Byakuya Togami, Toko Fukawa, Mando Owada, Hifumi Yamada, Ao Yasahina, Sakura Ogami, Yasuhiro Hagakure, Junko Inashima.
could find your way there again. As you can said he. But we'll make it up to you. But I must
Dope trailer. Real.
that if at any time tonight you attempt to raise an alarm,
Yay, I got the skull pressed. Okay. Here is where we stop for now, because I'm tired, bro. I'm sorry. Also, man, this game is super fucking long. I just want to get through the prologue, and I did that. So yay! Alrighty, that's gonna be it for today. Please drop a like, subscribe. It helps. It really does. Comment if you want, but you don't have to. Goodbye.